Hello, today we're going to talk about installing your new 1143 hub onto either a CC arm or a tillage arm. In this case, I have a CC arm that we're going to install the hub onto.
When you take the arm off of a toolbar, you should inspect it thoroughly for cracking in the weldments and all around. If you see visible cracks or the paint has popped, you should consider replacing the arm or talk to the service department at ETS to see what options you might have.
So you have your 1143 hub. We're going to take the set screw out of your cap, and then you can remove your components out of your hub. You want to make sure you have your bench free and clear of any debris, dirt that you might have cleaned off of your tillage arm or your Containment Coulter arm, just to keep from getting any dirt into your bearings. We have the outer cone bearing, a washer, a cotter pin, a castle nut, and set screws. So the next step is then you want to take a thin coat of oil and place that on your shaft, on your spindle, to help with sliding the new hub on. Once you place your hub onto your spindle shaft, we use a hub driver that we have manufactured for us, and you could make your own hub driver out of a 2-inch pipe and a plate. Just make sure that you make it long enough that that shaft won't interfere with the spindle shaft, so that you do not crush the top of your spindle, because that will prevent you from being able to put your nut on.
Now, center the pounder on the spindle and pound the piece into place. Make sure that the hub gets pounded down to 1/8 to 1/4 inch above the beveled edge of the shaft. If it isn't quite there, pound the hub down until it is seated at that location.
So after that, you want to take and fill oil into your hub up to the top of the raise, and that would be the portion that your outer bearing cone sits in. So after I'm done with that, I'm going to take my outer bearing cone, I'm going to slide that in, wiggle it till it drops into place. Then I'm going to put a washer in, put the castle nut on, run that down. Then we take and we torque it down to 50 foot-pounds. I hold it against my body, or you can take and get a couple of 2x4s if you have a wooden bench, and you could set that in place to hold your tillage arm in place. So whatever you're most comfortable with. So you want to slowly run it until you get it torqued to the first 50 foot-pounds. This ensures that your hub is fully seated onto your arm. You want to spin the hub a little bit, because at first it was pretty tight. This just gets everything in place. Recheck it. And you want to back it off a 1/4 turn to a 1/2. Somewhere in there. And then you want to take in inch pounds. We recommend that you do it at a 140 inch pounds. That's the preload setting for our small hubs. Same thing. What I did there is I just made sure that my castle nut is in alignment with the hole to run a cotter key through. If you find that your castle nut ends up being offset, so you can't put a cotter key through the hole, it's a judgment call. We recommend you go to the closest, either you back it off, if it's closer to backing it off to line the hole, or you tighten it forward just a touch more and to ensure that you can get a cotter key through. So you want to take your long tail of the cotter key, fold that up and over the back side of your castle nut on top of the spindle, tap it down in place, and that's ready to go. Then we'll take anti-seize and put it into the set screw holes for the cap. You want to take your cap, set it on there, line your holes. I recommend you put one in, put the other one across. And I should point out, we use a Milwaukee drill with a number 16 setting. The M12, that gives us about 60 inch-pounds of torque, or you can use a 3/8 Torx wrench to achieve that. And then put your set screws in and bring them down at a star pattern. And I always recommend, if you're doing a few, you can always test your drill. Again, we use 60 inch-pounds on the set screw. That's what's recommended. And now your arm is ready to be placed back onto your machine and get you up at operation.
Thanks for watching this service video. Call Environmental Tillage Systems with any questions or to order parts. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to view more videos. Find additional information on SoilWarrior.com.